we're going to make bad decisions. Come with us. You're already making one. Let's make two.
I keep most of my belongings in my bag of holding, but...
Which is no longer on. He is continuing to cast a spell over Kuroku's body.
Oh, Jan says he
Until Kuroku's body begins emanating bright light. Motes of light are shooting and dancing off of him in different directions. It is blinding, almost like a welding arc, as you are looking at this almost like liquid flowing light engulfing Kuroku's body. You can no longer see Kuroku. The man finishes casting his spell, the light slowly begins to dissipate. The spell itself took about 45 seconds, but it takes about 2 minutes for the light to fade enough for you to actually see Kuroku's body. In this 2 minutes, the man sits down in a chair inside of the room, reaches into his overcoat and pulls an envelope out and just holds it out to whoever will take it.
Sure, Ko does.
He says...
This isn't a bill, right?
Wow. He says, "Give this to Kuroku."
Okay,
And then he just smiles. He says, he smiles, and you hear this deep exhale come out as he breathes his last breath and kind of slumps down into the chair dead. You look over, just trying to figure out exactly what happened, as the light fades around Kuroku, and you see a Kuroku beginning to stir and kind of sit up, but you were looking at a much smaller and very much younger looking Kuroku than you imagined.
I'm gonna poke the dead guy with my staff. Setari?
I mean, I'll do a medicine check, but I'm assuming I can tell that, no.
Kuroku,
Hey, Kuroku.
You're waking up as if you just had one of the best sleeps of your life.
Damn, I wish we had another one of those.
Satari, with your 2, you have critically succeeded on knowing that a corpse is a corpse.
Yeah. That's pretty much.
Hammer.
Kuroku once again returns. No. Kuroku once again returns from the dead 1 level higher.
No! We need to get this body out of here right now. We don't need another ghost.
Oh, they died in the mansion? Oh no.
Kuroku, come carry your grandfather out.
What? What happened? You see Kuroku flip his arms through his kimono, and they're a little bit shorter than he remembers.
Well, here's this letter this guy gave for you.
I mean,
guy.
You do wait.
Look over to the body. Do I recognize him immediately, or no? This is a much different timeline, so I would not recognize him at all.
You don't recognize him at all.
I mean, you do wake up right next to a pile of ashes, so you know.
I grab the letter and look and read it over. Kuroku hops up and goes and grabs the man and shakes him and shouts at him in a few... Well, not like in a panic. He just grabs him to double check to make sure he's dead, and it's just... You hear him say a lot of things in Jukanese to him, and then...
I'm sorry.
Don't be. He's fine.
Okay.
Fine?
Right. No, you have no idea who he is until you read the note and see who it's signed from.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
No, we're going ahead with you, Marty.
Yeah, this is after I read the note. It's fine. He'll be okay.
Okay.
No. He's... Kuroku stops to look around in the room he's in. Did I die?
Yes.
Yes.
Really gotta stop doing this.
The last thing I remember is Oncal and...
Casting kind of cold.
Yes. I remember being very cold, and that's the last thing I remember.
He is gone. We did it.
You were on your nice, fresh patch of grass, though. You died.
Kuroku frantically checks for the Rod of Wonder.
It was actually tucked into your arms when you died.
Good. It did nothing wrong.
Did you get the message?
Yeah, I'm reading it now. Huh. Well, I am glad we are already going to Jukan, because I have another reason to go now.
I mean, we were considering. Yeah, since you're back, we'll just continue on with the main plan.
Everyone, this is, Segong. And I gesture to the dead man.
Okay.
His name is, Segong Kyodai. He's one of my people.
I will interject really quickly. They already kind of made mention of it, we gotta get his body out of here. Kuroku, you aren't sure if his brand of reincarnation can work while he's in the mansion. You know, anything that dies in the mansion, their soul and spirit is here.
Well, I was gonna take his body out anyway, because we have learned things don't need to die in this mansion. Period.
Or live in this mansion, or just, really be in the mansion.
So, yes, we need to take his body out of here. And
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'll give it the proper. I look at Ko. You seem taller. This robe seems
You're
bigger.
shorter.
Yes, you seem different.
Hang on a second.
I'm gonna need you to start giving me a more prepubescent voice.
I've already pitched up the voice I normally
Yeah,
use for Kuroku.
I can tell there's a difference.
I have intentionally pitched up Kuroku's voice. Actually, check Discord, Matt.
I don't
Oh
want.
boy. So we haven't.
I'm
had
working
chance
on a
to
token.
Tell Ikrie.
Okay.
Is she gonna be okay with you being this young?
I don't think she has much of a choice.
To put it into perspective, his physical body is 14 years old. He is younger than Ko.
No, physically.
I'm your elder. Now.
Physically. Do what I tell you, boy.
Well, I think she'd prefer him alive, so.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's get this guy's body out of here. We can talk outside.
He must have used
Yeah.
his magic to bring me back. I suppose I understand, but this is going to take some getting used to.
I do not recognize what he used. I don't understand.
He told us he was just gonna speak with dead, but obviously that was a lie now.
He never told you he was going to speak with them.
He said,
He
yeah,
said-
sure.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
he did not. He did not say, yeah, sure. You asked speak with dead, and he just went, sure.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll carry his body out.
It was dismissive sarcasm.
Yes.
You got any coins on him?
It is what the
I-
Jukanese are famous for. That's their
Prevent-
biggest emblem.
I prevent you from robbing him.
Oh, that's strange coming from Kuroku. I guess you're not as old and jaded.
He does
as
have a
Kuroku.
very nice cane, the handle of which is a carved tiger's body with a dragon's head.
I take that specifically. But I don't loot him of anything of it.
You have two other people in the party that are hardcore eyeballing that carving.
It's just
This
confused.
this,
of what?
this belongs to him, and I'll give it back to him when I see him.
I stopped questioning him.
Okay. Don't. Druids believe in or practice reincarnation. Yes.
That is something some of us can do.
Kuroku flops his slightly shorter arms inside his kimono. That's what happened to me.
Aren't you supposed
Sort
to
of.
change when you're reincarnated?
Not always. I'm not exactly sure how his magic may work, but he lives through reincarnation, and dies through it as well. This was his most recent life, and I will see him again in the future someday.
Okay.
Hopefully he's not a baby when I see him. That would be awkward. To just show up into someone's house and give their baby a dragon cane and say, "Thank you for birthing a god."
I assume you asked me to carry the body, just being the strong one.
Yeah.
Are you
I'll
gonna
drag
carry
him
it?
up the stairs.
Yeah.
It'll take me an hour. I'll get
I just
there.
picture Code dragging him by his ankles, his head just bouncing on every step.
No, I'll just carry him.
I mean, Kuroku will help what little he can.
Okay.
Heave.
There's no.
It's a 7-year-old man. I can't imagine he's that heavy.
Yeah, but he's all
Oh,
dead
wow.
weight.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
is that too soon?
I'm sorry. When he dies, he no longer looks like a 70-year-old human man. Instead, he looks like a very old and gray-haired, nine-tailed kitsune.
Yeah, that would have made my explanation a little bit quicker and easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just roll back and I omit the part where I say he's one of my people because that's blatantly obvious.
Yeah. I think people will be. Should we throw blankets over this? Should we be carrying a dead body around the city?
We're in a city? Oh, we
We are in
were on
Hydra.
a ship. Okay.
Maybe
We're in-
Nora would like to take possession of the.
We are back in
I don't
Hydra.
think Nora would know anything about him. Maybe? You think Nora knows about this Kitsune?
Why did you open the door in a well-seen area?
What?
We moved off the beaten path.
It should be
Hydra?
fine.
Yeah, I know.
Hammer.
Well, then yes, I don't think we should carry a body through the city. Where are we taking this? Are we burying him?
I
Are
mean,
we?
we can bury him anywhere, really. I think.
I mean, you're at docks, you can just literally throw him in the ocean.
I won't do that. His body is sacred. We do need to return it to the earth.
I understand.
So, Kuroku, some things you missed.
Tell me while I'm digging a 6-foot hole.
I'll wait till Setari leaves.
Do you want to
While
dig?
he's digging,
Probably for the best. As we're carrying out... Where's my horse?
Gone.
You broke it, didn't you, Setari?
Yes, I did.
You owe me a horse.
I can buy you a real thing. So you're going to care for it.
But that was the point of the other horse.
You know, you still have Phantom Steed, right?
It's not as
God, look
cool.
at Crook.
And that takes a spell slot.
This is the docks of Harangue. Kuroku, y'all are brought down from a small ship. We're gonna say this ship right here is like a lifeboat to the airship that can also fly. It brings you all down and it lands in the water here. So you've all gotten out to here carrying a wrapped up body. Kuroku and whoever wants to accompany him, I'll say you just kind of head north out of town until you get off the docks itself and find the beach and kind of go behind some rocks to find a more secluded area kind of up the beach a little bit to bury him.
Do you want to do this digging, Kuroku? I can do it fast.
I would prefer fast.
Okay. Oh, I think it's a.
So Ko just points at the ground, disintegrate, there's a 10-foot.
Yep. Although there's no dirt to fill it in with.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I was just gonna go giant batter for him, but you know that works
Yeah,
too.
no, that works. I'll wait. I'll watch.
But doesn't burrow speeds not leave any trace of your
Yes,
movement?
burrow speed does not leave a hole.
I'm still huge size. I assume I can dig pretty fast.
Yes, you can still dig a hole. Okay, so y'all do dig a hole, you do bury him, and you do get back to the docks.
I perform some kind of chant in Yukini, some prayer, something over the grave, and then I leave. Okay, my job is done. I need a drink.
I need to go find Nora.
I do too.
There is no one here named Nora because he hasn't been named Nora
Yeah, I
for
know.
50 years.
Yep.
You're gonna be like, hey Nora, he's like, who the hell is that?
I'm going to the tavern.
I'm fine with that.
I was wanting to go there, so yeah.
Balder is also going to the tavern.
Okay.
And once we're in the tavern, I'm gonna find a table.
I assume we're going to the tavern. Oh, never mind.
Welcome, everyone who has no miniature or no token on the scene to the Salty Barrel.
Oh, it looks just like I remember.
Salty and barrel-like. I don't have a bajillion tokens everywhere, but there are people. Like, it is very populated.
I'm gonna go kick people off this table here so I can have a table.
Let's say if there's room.
Are there
There
tables?
are
Goodbye.
there are two very large, broad-chested men sitting at that table, and as you approach, they look at you and just go scram.
It's also been a few days. I should. not
You
be
may
interested.
travel freely around the scene using different floors and stuff because this is all one scene, so it's just going to jump you to different portions of the scene. So if y'all want to go upstairs, things like that. But I believe
Okay.
upstairs is bedrooms and not more drinking. So unless you're renting a room, stay on the main floor.
Okay.
Ah, yes, good sir, yes, good lady. What can I get you for?
I don't know. I don't know much about this stuff. What you got that's strong?
Ah, we got some grog that's pretty strong and pretty cheap.
Sure. Sounds good.
That'll be 3 copper.
I'll just put a silver on the table.
I'll take a glass of wine, sir.
Are you doing the guy from Futurama?
Yeah, why
That's what
not?
it sounded like.
You actually, if that's what you're aiming for, you got it pretty close. Oh, 1 silver. Oh, very well. She pulls out a keg of grog and sets it on the counter in front of you and hands you a mug. You just bought a keg of grog.
Like a keg or a cask?
A cask. Sorry.
Okay, I was like,
So,
you
so
might
it
book
looks
the
like
table.
a keg, but it's a foot tall.
Be all the same to Setari. She don't know which is which.
Ah, young man, a glass of wine. Very well. That'll be 4 copper for a glass of the house wine.
That's exactly how much copper I have on me. Perfect. I get
She
it.
she pulls out a mug and fills it with about a third of a bottle of wine and hands it to you.
Nice. I begin sipping on it and look around for Ko, who is nowhere in my line of sight anymore.
I'm right behind you.
Oh,
He really
that is
is.
darkness. I
Yeah.
can't see into it for some reason.
Like he really is, just right behind you. He's
I
just
think it's
slinking in
I think
the
it's because
shadow.
the natural lights on this map only illuminate like 5 feet.
Well, they're only supposed to. It is generally very dark in a tavern. A bunch of people recoil in horror as vampires by an open window. Hey, turn that off.
No. It's also, vampires don't care about the light spell.
But seriously, the barkeep goes, sorry, I can't be doing that in here.
I was just doing it so that I can see in the dim
Hey.
light I'm supposed to be able to see in.
Okay, so you're not actually casting.
No, I'm doing it for the player to see.
Okay, but no, I'm gonna say you did cast light because it was darker than you expected. Because this was funnier to me. You see a man and a woman begin heading upstairs. The woman is very obviously a lady of the night. You brighten up the surrounding area, and the man like shields his eyes. He's like, "Oh, what the hell was that?" And he turns to the woman and goes, "Oh, I was about to pay for that." And he just leaves.
I lean down to Ko and say, "Now's your chance."
No. Anyways, here. Take this. Technically, it's a portion of your pay too.
I like gold.
I gave you 5 platinum.
All right,
Like
I'll add it.
platinum, even better.
Oh, yes, I suppose. As I'm drinking more than you probably usually see her come in here drinking, just hands you the other 5.
By the way, grog is not good.
And right now,
You
I
do-
think
you
that's
do
okay.
You do not drink grog because you enjoy it. You drink grog because you want to get drunk.
That's why Kuroku's drinking wine.
At some point, I'll say something to you, Kuroku and Draconic. Do you respond?
Probably depends on what you say.
I don't think he speaks it either.
No, I don't respond. Or I do respond of, I don't speak that language.
Okay, then here's one you do speak.
You could share with the rest of the class.
There you go.
Oh wow.
I have an idea of what he's saying, and he doesn't want Setari to hear. I get it.
A goblin that is missing his left arm walks up and taps you on the shoulder, Ko.
Okay, turn around and say yes in Goblin.
He says in Goblin, "Hey, ye be speaking the true language."
Yes, I know this language, among many others.
Ah, ye be seeking a game of dice.
Well, sure.
He points to a table over here with some more goblins that are playing dice and cards and all.
Hell yeah.
Naruto just runs away to go gamble.
Well, I did just make 5 platinum. Time to waste it.
Oh. Kuroku's going to. Okay.
Setari, you want to join us?
What?
We're going to make bad decisions. Come with us. You're already making 1. Let's make 2.
Huh.
Some random goblin gambling chant.
Boy, that doesn't even rhyme.
Sure it does, in Goblin.
You're a bad goblin for someone who's not a goblin. Now play your hand. I'm ready to double. If you can't match this bet, there's gonna be trouble.
Alright. How much we putting down?
You're just casually playing. I'm not gonna actually factor in dice rolls and gambling unless it gets a little bit more serious. You're basically just hanging out, having a good time. A couple bottles of alcohol are ordered. Another bottle of wine is ordered, and a bottle of champagne. So you're actually just drinking and gambling and having a good time. You more or less kind of break even.
Sounds good.
Works for me.
Yeah.
That
is just a default juggler.
Yeah, that's an acrobat.
It is just the image for an acrobat. There's a woman up there dancing and acrobating.
I feel like there should be a new default acrobat picture.
You gonna make it?
There should have been an NPC token for a specific NPC, but we had all just gotten used to that.
Yeah.
I mean, she jumps in the flames. I will be impressed.
She is. She's actually standing in the flames. They are starting to spread up her fire and up her legs and her hips, and she's still just kind of dancing around.
Were you trying to combine fire and thigh into fire?
Hell yeah, I was. Thank you for catching that.
Okay.
She doesn't appear to be getting injured by the fire, but she is still dancing in it. People are kind of clapping along to the beat of the music as she dances.
Ko cringes as he thinks about his Asmodeus curse.
If I wanted to just be straight evil right now, I could dispel magic on her fire protection. I don't know. She may be. She might be a freedie. I don't know.
Yeah.
You probably still should.
I mean, I'm not gonna do that.
I did send out that message to Nora though, so it was pretty much just waiting.
Yep.
Wasting time.
Wasn't.
One of the goblins reaches out for your hand, Setari.
Okay. I'll
He
take
gets
it.
up and he kind of walks over more to the center of the floor and begins dancing with you.
Sure. Okay.
It's Goblins.
Setari's into short guys.
Yeah, he really is.
Eh.
Wow, there you go. Untrained improvisation kicking in.
Oh god, yeah, that helps a lot.
I'm gonna use the acrobatics version. You perfectly match and tango together.
Wow. There we go.
Goblin's a good dancer. Wait, hold on. I don't know how to dance.
I don't.
Hey, Goblin reaches out for your hand. Go.
Sure.
He begins trying to lead you towards the stairs.
Oh, wait, hold on. I need to actually stay down here. I'm waiting for an important business meeting.
Important business meeting upstairs.
Sure.
We have portfolios to discuss.
Okay.
Dividends and taxes and business and mergers.
Co is interested to see where this goes, but is going to be disappointed if it's just hammer.
Wow.
You know, at this point, I'm actually expecting more than just hammer.
Yeah.
Kuroku, you're hearing all this too.
Who's playing the music in this place, if any at all?
There is one guy who is sitting there. There are 4 chairs in front of him, and he is holding up a conductor's stick mabob, and he is conducting. As the 4 different instruments sitting in the chairs are being animated and playing music.
I was gonna go offer to join whatever band, but I don't know if I can do that, so I'm just gonna go watch. So I will go and enjoy that. I will go and watch
Yep.
that. Actually, you know what? No, I don't. I will tip him a gold, but then like do it in passing. I don't want to engage him, and I'm gonna go enjoy the acrobat.
He smiles and nods his head at you as he continues to conduct the animate instruments.
Yeah, I mean he can do something I definitely can't do, and then I'm gonna go watch the acrobat and critique her work.
There's a lot to critique as she stumbles and a burning log kind of spills out right here in front of you. Some ash, those embers kind of fall on you slightly. You don't get burned or anything. She just begin apologizing profusely.
I laugh, and I grab a nearby like fork or spoon or something that somebody left behind or nobody's
Kinda
using.
flick the log
back in the fire. And whatever she just did, I am going to attempt to do it, but not in the fire because I'm not that good. But like to show her maybe what she did wrong.
She is trying to do a more like almost seductive kind of dance, you know, almost like a snake dance with her body and all. But it was difficult to maintain footing as she was literally standing on burning logs.
Okay, then I'm going to attempt to do it myself if she's watching me. Like not on the coals, just on the ground.
Yeah, no, it is a very effeminate dance. It's like a look at me, I'm sexy kind of dance. So go ahead.
I'm mostly just doing the footing, not the arm motions. Oh wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah,
She tries to match you. She moves forward and she stumbles and falls towards you.
I mean, I catch her and then I will using the same check. Just kind of like walk her through some steps to give her like a better idea of where to put her feet for better footing.
She is giggling and laughing and dancing with you and having.
Is she
a great
older
time.
than me?
No, maybe by a year.
And also, for everyone else, I do have a new picture for Kuroku's human form.
Oh. Okay.
We'll get
Kid
there
Kuroku.
at some point. Well, I guess dance with her and show her better dancing methods. I'm not attempting to flirt with her, but if it happens, it happens.
She is. At first, she's learning to dance, but as it's progressing, she is going back and forth between appreciating your pointers and not really flirting with you, but obviously stricken with you.
She likes him young. Oh, she's not
What?
much younger, not older
Yeah,
than me, so I
she
guess
is
there's
15.
no point. Oh, well then,
She does, during the course of it, tell you that she just started on here, so she does appreciate the help.
I'll just continue to show her what I know, and tell her that I will tell her a little bit about my travels. That I was part of a performance troupe myself, and I learned a few tricks from my old friends. Yes, let that be my youngest. Let that be my fox form. I'll do it.
Why is that so adorable?
Because it's drawn with giant eyes and a cutesy face. It's why is that adorable? Neoteny is why that's adorable. Neoteny.
Well, that is Saigon's. That's what he looks like when he's born.
There you go.
It does have 9 tails.
What am I up to? Oh, Kuroku's up to 7.
Okay, do you go upstairs?
Yeah. I want to see what this business meeting's about.
Well, then go upstairs.
Oh, you actually want me to?
Yeah, go upstairs. I don't want other people to see your debauchery.
This is an interesting room. Oh,
He
no,
pulls
I'm
you in that room.
place.
To do taxes.
Yeah, yes, yes. Have a, how you say, big score coming up.
Okay. I'm interested in money.
Blue Goblin help Green Goblin. We meet up with Red Goblins. Big score.
And I'm not partial to law. No one's gonna die, right?
How do you say, maybe.
Well, are they bad people that are gonna die?
Not for me to say. I don't know them.
Alright, let me hear it.
Very, very, how you say, rich men. Rich men. Here in Salted Barrel. Got on ship, flying clouds. We rob him.
It's not Baldur, is it? The dwarf?
Yes, Baldur.
I 100% do not recommend doing that.
But easy mark. Old rich dwarf do nothing.
He's a retired adventurer.
Retired. We not retired. We goblins.
Yeah, you don't exactly lose all of your ability to fight when you're not retired.
We have little goblins. We even have big goblin help. We even have, how you say, a goblin of the hob variety.
Hobgoblins, yes.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Still, I really don't recommend you do this. This would probably get you hurt. Or killed.
If some smaller goblin get hurt or killed, not matter as long as I get my cut, you see, and you get your cut, and we all get our cut, and all goblins be okay.
I'm not gonna interfere, but I'd really recommend you don't do this. This is a bad idea.
We need a big score. You know other big score?
No, I just got here in town. But I know Balder, and yeah, that just seems like a mistake to try to steal from him.
Ah, well, I thank you, and you help us. We find another score. Maybe come to it later. But right now, I need to go. Go look for other big score. Thank you.
Okay.
I cycled through like 8 accents.
Yeah, I spent the entire conversation trying to place that accent.
All right, he leaves, so you're on your own, Co. You can go back downstairs.
Okay. Hopefully I saved his life. Because I don't think that would have worked out.
Oh God! I have
No.
to press F5. Dick, what are you doing, Co?
I think if you just reloaded, I gotta wait to reload. But I'm gonna go back downstairs.
No, if I refresh, it shouldn't affect you.
There we go. Now I can go down. It was taking me.
Oh,
a
okay.
minute to
Oh, okay. I see.
Come see if Setari's still dancing.
Probably.
Her, no. At this point, Setari, the goblin, you notice the goblin kind of reaching his hand. I mean, he's already kind of short, but he's trying to keep his hand best he can on his hips. And you do notice at one point that one of his hands has kind of slipped and started grabbing your butt.
There will be none of that, sir.
Oh, so sorry. The music got a hold of me. You understand? But oh wow, you're a great dancer.
Thank you. I don't do it much.
You really should. Let yourself free as you twirl and spin to the music. Now, if you'll excuse me, it is getting rather late, and I must take off. I wish you a lovely evening.
I want a perception check.
Okay.
To sense motive. I think it's
Probably stole those coins she holds near her butt.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yep. Setari's butt coins are missing.
The pouch is not that far from there. I mean, just naturally.
Yes, your coin purse has been nicked.
Is he still here then?
Yes, like he is telling you goodbye. As he's turning around and he is beginning to walk towards the door, you reach down and realize your coin purse is gone.
Wait a minute. And
he just stops and he turns around and he just holds your coin purse up and goes, "Can't blame a bloke for trying."
oh, I sure can. Do not try me right now. And I just hold out my hand.
He hands you the coin purse, and before he takes his hand off of it, he says, "I meant what I said about the dance. You should do that more often." He turns and, whistling to himself, walks out the door.
I think Ko gets downstairs, see she's not in a good mood now.
No, Ko, you saw this transpire.
Oh, okay.
At least the last part of it. Setari getting mad at the goblin.
Hey, Setari.
Hello, Ko.
The acrobat that you've been hanging out with, Kuroku, she sees what goes on with the goblin with Setari, and she goes, "Oh, I hate those guys. They're always in here, pickpocketing and swindling people left and right. I once heard that they took a man's wedding ring right off his hand without him even realizing it. They're pretty good pickpockets. I'm glad they're leaving. Well, hope they didn't take anything."
Absolutely disgusting. I say as I stare them down and try to remember who they are. I have questions to ask them later. I need trainers.
Oh, absolutely disgusting. Ooh, new friends are heading right over there. Yes, every one of the goblins too. Every one of them is a crook and a sneak. I don't think I've ever seen them speak to someone without stealing something.
That is terrible. They should learn better manners.
Or at the very least, learn how to keep hitting the same establishment over and over.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
It's almost like they either want to get caught or they're begging people to try.
Alright, but what's missing on Ko now?
Does Ko give himself a pat down?
No, because he doesn't suspect it yet.
I go to. I excuse myself from the lady and go to Ko.
She goes off and does something else. Yeah.
Ko, were you hanging out with those goblins?
Oh, their leader dude wanted me to help them out with something, but
They just attempted to rob Setari. Did they attempt to rob you?
That's a good question. Yeah, I'll check and see what I got.
Okay, so now Ko gives himself a pat down.
I keep most of my belongings in my bag of holding, but
Which is no longer on.
The absolute moment Ko starts to frantically look for anything, Kuroku's out the door. And I am rolling this as I look for them. Do I need a perception or do I see them readily?
You do not see them when you go outside.
Well, then I'm rolling this.
I want to see the look on Hydra's face. I keep everything in my, which is not there. What?
Yep. Just like hammer.
That's why you don't keep everything in one place.
I mean, I don't keep everything. I got a little bandolier for my one potion and my scroll.
My one potion.
Ooh, one potion.
And my
Spell book, I hope.
no, my spell book's in there.
Oh,
Kuroku, you do not see any goblins, but you do, just a little bit outside of the tavern. Here, you can actually I'll throw you outside. You do see what appears to be a homeless guy sitting there, kind of wrapped up in a blanket. He does have like a little wooden tub in front of him, hoping to exchange. And from your days street urchining and things like that, you know that these people that just sit there and kind of stare at the ground generally see more.
Oh yeah. He's watching that door. He's been watching that door all day and all night. Oh, look, I was going to say. Excuse me, old timer. You seen a couple of goblins walk this way? And I throw an entire gold in at his feet.
I'm glad it's an entire gold and not half of one.
I mean, that would be 5 silver.
Kuroku just stares him in the eye as he snaps a gold coin in half and hands him half of it.
I would answer that man's questions, to be honest.
Hell yeah. He looks down at the coin at his feet, and then he looks like 8 inches to the left of where the coin is at the wooden cup sitting on the ground. And then he just kind of sighs and he picks the coin up, drops it in the cup.
Kuroku is obviously like doing this in passing because he is very much in a hurry.
You're looking for the Brigsby brothers.
If that's what they call themselves.
Yeah. They have a hideout. Not far. Oh, but I can't remember. Is it to the north of here or is it to the south of here?
Is he looking at me?
No, he's taking his hand and kind of, doing the thing where you kind of finger your chin and your beard deep in thought. He's like, is it north or is it south?
I hold up a coin. Like, I pull a coin out of my pocket and then drag it up near my nose. Is he watching the coin follow me?
He is not. He's still kind of looking at the ground, just north or south. Maybe it was east. I don't think it was east.
Will this help you remember? And I wait for him to look my way.
He kind of looks up and goes, You didn't say what kind of coin it was either.
Didn't matter. Not for this.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Well, what if that was... Yeah, that'll be fine right there. He just kind of holds his hand out.
I put the... it's another gold. I'll put the gold in into his palm and say, just tell me where they are.
Yep.
Now.
Yes. No problem. Thank you. Just north of here, kind of along the beach, just outside of town. They got a little hideout there. They're thieves. They're not horrible guys. Sometimes they steal food for me. But I think they enjoy stealing more than they actually enjoy the loot that they get.
Are we there by now?
Throw him a 3rd gold and say, I hope your information's good. Thank you. And away.
Wait, sir.
I skid on my heels.
I have skills. I have talents. And man, with your kind of coin, I don't want to live here like I am. I would like a job. When you're done with the Brixby brothers, could you come back to talk to me? I could use a job.
Very well. And I
The other two of you, if you wanted to follow him, would have been out there at least for the latter half of that conversation.
Yeah. Then let's go.
Yeah. We're hoofing it to the man's directions.
They chose the wrong ones to steal from
He
today.
gave you pretty decent directions of not only the rough location, but like the door to get into it. Like he gave you exact location.
Okay, well, we go there.
All right, well, you follow a little bit deeper into Harain, heading north, and there is a slums district in Harain. Harain is a very large city, but this is like if the slums had a slums district. This is more of like a shanty town, like a little shack town of just different shacks and sheds. Some even just lean-tos with just one wall, kind of built on the beach and the land just outside of the city itself, with a population of a couple hundred people that didn't really have the money to live in the city themselves, so using what they found washed up on the beach, built their own dwellings just outside of town. And you do find one building. Most of the outside seems to be made of driftwood and different flotsam, but it does have like a stone and brick layer as well. So this is its actual building. And you see a prominent door right on the front, and at the old man's with his information, you know that this front door is a trap. There is a piece of flotsam, a large piece of like driftwood that goes perpendicular to the rest of the siding. That is actually a hidden second door that you could slide away and go inside the building.
Cool. I do that.
I
And
guess.
by that, I mean, do not engage trap going to build. Actually, I'm not going to just barge on in. Is there... I will go into fox form. I will approach the building and try to look through any cracks in the walls or windows or anything else that I can get into as a fox.
It appears to be completely sealed up. You don't even see windows.
Okay.
I have not been able to find an accurate scene to depict what I want, so theater of the mind unless I'm able to find it.
That's fine. I'll shift back and say, Ko, would you like to go first? It is your back after all.
Sure.
Why would you go for... What's
We're here. I don't think he'll get into too much trouble if we're behind him.
Yep.
I open the door for Ko.
We always invite trouble.
I run in.
I rip Ko.
Oh, as you run in, you see a goblin. You would just see this hallway. It is pitch black. There's no light at all. But you are able to see a goblin about 10 feet forward in the hallway, just lying on the ground motionless.
Setari.
I come running. Oh,
I think one of them is dead.
So as you scream out Satari's name, you hear a door slam and a very loud, audible locking sound from the other end of the hallway.
Alright, I walk up to that door and I cast Disintegrate on it.
That'll do it.
I will check on the body.
The door reflects the spell back at the caster.
That's a good door.
That would suck so hard.
That is a thing, actually, but not you. The door is gone. Standing before you are two very terrified-looking goblins pointing crossbows at you. You
Give
do
me
not
back the
recognize
bag.
either of these goblins. These are different goblins. Setari, are you checking on the one passed out on the floor?
Yep.
just asleep, unconscious, by something.
Okay, I walk up towards Ko.
Where's the one with my bag?
What you talk about? Yeah, man, we ain't got no bag, man.
One of your friends stole my bag.
Bold of you to assume we have friends.
Okay, fine. One of your accomplices.
Bold of you to it. Wait, what's that mean?
People that help you in your crimes.
Well, we don't have any help with crime. We don't crime.
Someone here stole my bag.
We probably lost it. There's a lost and found at the docks.
I'll start walking up behind him.
Actually, Code thinks back. Did I leave my bag on the ship? I'm gonna cast locate on my bag.
Okay. They're still. No, they begin yelling. Oh, he's attacking us. He's casting magics.
Actually, that's cast time in 10 minutes. That's
Okay,
not
that.
right now.
Give me a moment to make many crossbow attack rolls on him.
Say that if they shoot at him, they're initiating combat with me because I have no patience for this right now.
How'd you find us? Who gave us away? Was it Charles?
No, I can cast locate and find my bag.
What's that?
Magic. I know where my bag is. Somewhere
Well,
in
where
here.
is it?
Where's the goblin holding it?
There's no goblins here.
So while they're going around and around a conversation, I'm just gonna loot the room I'm in.
You're in a hallway with one passed out goblin.
I loot a goblin.
Okay. You find a silver dagger, and that's all.
Well, it's my silver dagger now.
Oh, you got anything more to say?
Not after they say there's no goblins here, because now I just believe they're either stupid or they're... Where's the other ones? You'll try to approach them.
There are no other ones. This is our house. Just us two. Only two people here.
I saw two more that were inside the tavern. I came here.
Oh yeah, you saw him in the tavern. You didn't see him here. Just us two here.
There's only two here. I killed the other one. He's not supposed to be here. He was breaking and entering like we were.
Did you actually kill him?
No.
Because the conversation would change a lot.
What'd you do to that goblin over there?
And by the way, you would not need an intimidate check, and you would gain temp HP.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be funny too. Like, oh, so this guy's not supposed to be here. Stab him with his own dagger.
Yeah, just us two, no goblins, just us two people, humans, us human peoples here. Yeah, no, speak for yourself. I'm an ogre.
I step forward. Does my thing trigger at all?
You are in fox form. How did you loot that dagger?
No, I said I shifted back and opened the door for Ko before we walked
okay.
down.
That's right.
I step forward.
No, you do not sense shape changing this.
If it wasn't obvious, they're lying. And then...
Nah, we never lie. Hammer. You always lie. Yeah, but you never lie. You're right. One of us lies, one of us doesn't.
Oh no.
You're being surprisingly patient with these nonsense, Ko.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go ahead and start to walk towards them. Do they back up at all?
If you move any closer, we'll attack you. No, we won't. We'll run like a hammer.
I think the running would be preferable.
One of us tells lies. One of us speaks truths. Figure out which one.
Or I can disintegrate you both.
If you disintegrate us both, it'll get you killed. No, it won't. It'll get us killed.
But yeah, I'm still approaching. I'm trying to back them up into the room.
They are not backing up. They are just standing in the doorway, still pointing crossbows at you, but as you get closer, you realize there are no bolts.
Oh my god. My God.
If
Alright,
you're
so
about to get
I
shot,
walk
like
up to both of them and just push them out of my way.
They push back. They push back and do their best to stand their ground. The one on your left says, look, I tell you what, ask us one question, just one question, and we'll tell you the truth. The one on the right goes, ask us 2 questions and we'll lie.
There's my bag of holding.
The one on the left says, I don't know where it is, but it's not here. The one on the right goes, I know where it is and it might be here.
I just started searching the room.
There's no room. Again, you were in a hallway.
No. I go into. I thought there was.
Well, they stopped me from pushing back.
They're blocking a door.
Okay, I thought they were a
Back
little
up.
bit into the room.
Back up. Ko's gonna try to
No.
push.
No, you need to figure out which one lies and which one tells the truth, and then we'll let you pass.
Do we really have time for these games?
I drag the unconscious one over to them, put the knife to his throat, and says, What happens when I slit his throat?"
Oh well, blood goes everywhere. That's what happens.
And what does the other one say?
He'll be dead.
They're both telling the truth. So this is a farce. Kill them.
He might not have blood.
He's.
Ko is just making.
Sorry, Kuroku, I'm just staring at Ko like, what? Why are we humoring them? They don't even have bolts in their crossbows.
Yeah.
Patience is wearing sin.
Sorry, I'm surprised you haven't mauled them both already.
I'm being extremely patient with you all. I need that bag of holding.
We already told you we don't have it.
But you're...
No, you said you might have it.
Well, I didn't say I might have it. I did.
No, you did. What? No, you didn't. You lied. So, you didn't say you did.
I never lie. I always lie.
Did the one who said that he had the bag of holding say that he did say that he had the bag of holding? Because if he did...
I'm always doing them in the same order. The one on the left speaks first, and the one on the right speaks second. So, yes.
So, yes, he just contradicted himself. He said he might have it, and then if we asked if he had it, he said that he might... That he did say that he had it, so that is the truth, so he is not the one that always lies, but so is the other one. So...
But that one also just said he always lies.
So
Which
he's
is a
telling
lie.
the truth. Because... So that would be a lie.
Yeah, the one who speaks
He's
first is
telling
the
truth
one
lies.
who speaks first is the liar. By what they just tripped themselves up, but the first one is the liar. The first one is the liar, the one who speaks first. And
Does
the
it
bag
really
is here.
matter? I just want to get past them.
I can get you past them.
I mean,
Here.
if you are this intent on
Is
humoring them,
Ko just got a mouthful of, like, bacon right now?
No, sorry. I'm gonna climb up into Setari's arm. Just throw me over them.
She doesn't even question. I try.
Okay.
I love it.
Hold on.
Strength?
Hold on.
I don't know what this is
There's
even...
no roll needed. There's literally no roll needed.
Okay.
Hold on. Ko, you take that damage as both of their crossbow bolts fire, each one sending 9 magic missiles directly into you, pelting you with enough force it sends you flying against the wall when you slump over to the ground.
Actually,
They then begin giggling and go to run away. Actually, oh my god, is that invested?
yes, it is.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. 18 magic missiles fly into Ko, pelting and slamming with enough force that it does alter his trajectory by a couple feet, but he still lands perfectly on the ground as his brooch of shielding has absorbed all of them.
Absolutely gorgeous.
That paid off.
They begin giggling and turn to run away, and then they just stop and look at you and go, "Oh, And both of them just stop
Crossbows.
and begin pointing at an open chest that you see off to the side, and your bag of holding is sitting in it. They're just pointing directly at it with the slack jaw glare at you.
Kuroku's cracking laughing, by the way.
They shoot him. I rage. I'm roaring.
They are not even aware of your existence right now, Setari. Which
Okay.
means they are
About to
flat-footed
be.
you. They are flat-footed you. They are just pointing at your bag of holding. You see it sitting on that chest. Do you go get it?
Yeah, I'll go pick it up.
Okay.
Setari goes running forward towards him.
Do I hear Setari roar?
Of course you. How would you not?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and cast this on Setari.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Oh my god. Does that have incapacitation?
It
Yes.
does. Absolutely does.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it doesn't.
It's a crit
So
success
crit
that turns into a
success.
crit success.
You guys should run. Fast.
They're still just standing there and pointing. Sorry,
No,
you were on.
seriously, run.
Okay. I will go to bite one of them.
Okay.
I walk past Setari mauling them to death as I also look into the box.
That is a crit.
I told them to run. I'm gonna go pick up my bag.
You rip that one's head off.
You did tell them to run.
I told them
The
to run.
other one, who is now sprayed with the blood of his friend, turns and sees you, Setari, like raging and roaring claws and fangs out, and he reaches in his pocket and he pulls out a small piece of some sort of meat and just offers it up to you.
Oh my god.